Constitution of India. Meaning of the term Constitution. Constitution is a set of rules according to which the government of a country runs. It regulates the position and powers of the three organs of the government: the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. The Constitution of India was adopted and passed by the Constituent Assembly on November 26, 1949. The Constitution as a whole came into force with effect from January 26, 1949. Preamble. The preamble is the introductory part of Constitution which sets out the main objectives of the Constitution. Though the preamble is not an operative part of the Constitution, it has a hold on the government. This is because when there is a dispute regarding the interpretation of the text of the Constitution, explanation given in the preamble comes in handy. Preamble of the Constitution of India. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Explanation of the terms given in the preamble of the Constitution of India. We, the people of India. The words "we, the people of India" in the preamble relate to the natives from India who by birth belong to India. Sovereign. The preamble declared India a sovereign state. It means that India is its own supreme power and not a subject of any other state or country. Socialist. The expression socialist signifies the meaning of fair distribution of wealth and securing decent standard of life to the people. India, which is a socialist state, provides equal opportunities to all, irrespective of birth, gender, and religion in all aspects of life. Secular. The people of India form a significant mixture of the different religions and communities, so it was indispensable to follow secularism in order to maintain peace and order, because it concentrates on the respect and importance to every religion, as every religion is made for the welfare of humanity. Democratic. This term implies that India has chosen a form of government in which people have a say as to who should hold power and how it should be used. Government by the people, of the people, and for the people. Republic. A republic is a state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives. It has an elected head of the state rather than a monarch. India became a republic state after the adoption of the Constitution of India on January 26, 1950. Since then, January 26 is being celebrated across India as Republic Day. Justice. Justice implies not only administration of law in a fair and responsible way, but also without any privilege or prejudice. Equality. While speaking in context of equality, the distinction made in the preamble goes on two levels. On one hand, equality serves equality for all before law, status, and opportunity in matters of public employment, while on the other hand, Equality always means equality among equals. A poor is no match to a rich. The Constitution overlooks such a discrimination and rules out any violation while discriminating the both. Hence, the state can make special provision for women, children, and the backward classes of citizens. Liberty. It means the liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. Freedom of thought and expression means the right to speak or write freely on any subject, provided the speaker abides by the restrictions imposed on this right. A person has freedom of religion and conscience, which means the state gives equal freedom to all religions. Fraternity. Fraternity means spirit of brotherhood. As a society is divided by a number of classes, castes, religions, and languages, therefore it is very essential to establish harmony amongst them. For that reason, our constitution makers added the word fraternity in the preamble, thus securing the unity and integrity of the nation. Significance of the preamble. The preamble declares that the source of the Constitution is the people of India. It indicates the secular, socialist, and democratic basis of the Constitution. It states the basic or ideals of the Indian Republic. It leads the law and makes it go in the right direction while providing social justice and protecting the interests of the weaker sections of the society. Objectives Resolution. The Objectives Resolution highlighted the objectives and laid down the national goals. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru proposed the Objectives Resolution on December 13, 1946. It was passed by the Constituent Assembly on January 22, 1947. Main points of the Objectives Resolution. Free India will be nothing but a republic. The ideals of social, political, and economic democracy would be guaranteed to all people. The republic would grant fundamental rights to citizens. The state would safeguard the rights of minorities and backward classes. Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly was constituted on the basis of the Cabinet Mission Plan. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was appointed as the chairman of the Constituent Assembly. Elections to the Provincial Assembly were held in July 1946. The Constituent Assembly of Undivided India consisted of 385 members, 292 elected and 93 nominated by the princely states. The Muslim League boycotted the Constituent Assembly to demand the creation of a separate state called Pakistan. As a result, the membership of the Constituent Assembly of India stood at 299 against the original number of 385 members. The wide-ranging membership of the Constituent Assembly gave representation to all shades of public opinion. The Anglo-Indians were represented by Mr. Frank Anthony and Mr. S.H. Prater, the Indian Christians by Dr. H.C. Mukherjee and Joseph D'Souza, and the Parsis by Dr. H.B. Modi. Though the Muslim League had boycotted the assembly, there were still two members, Zafar Imam and Muhammad Sadullah, who represented the Muslim community. The Sikhs were represented by Sardar Hukam Singh and Ujjal Singh. Committees of the Constituent Assembly. Drafting Committee, B.R. Ambedkar. Union Power Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Union Constitution Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Provincial Constitution Committee, Vallabhbhai Patel. Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights, Minorities, and Tribal and Excluded Areas, Vallabhbhai Patel. This committee had the following subcommittees: Fundamental Rights Subcommittee, J.B. Kripalani; Minority Subcommittee, Harendra Kumar Mukherjee; Northeast Frontier Tribal Areas and Assam Excluded and Partially Excluded Areas Subcommittee, Gopinath Bardoloi; Excluded and Partially Excluded Areas other than those in Assam Subcommittee, A.V. Thakkar; Rules of Procedure Committee, Rajendra Prasad; States Committee, Committee for Negotiating with States, Jawaharlal Nehru. Steering Committee, Rajendra Prasad; National Flag and HOC Committee, Rajendra Prasad; Committee for the Function of the Constitution Assembly, G.V. Mavlankar; House Committee, V. Pattabhi Sitaramaiah; Language Committee, Moturi Satyanarayan; Order of Business Committee, K.M. Munshi. Some important facts. Constitution of India is the longest written constitution of any sovereign state in the world and has continued to grow till date. Originally, it had 395 articles divided into 22 parts and 8 schedules. The words socialist, secular, unity, and integrity of the nation were added to the preamble by the 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. It came into effect on January 3, 1977.